Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell says he's under investigation by federal prosecutors. Now, several Democratic and Republican lawmakers are speaking against the Trump administration. ABC's Christiane Cordero has the details from Washington.
In a rare public statement, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell is defending the central bank after confirming it was served grand jury subpoenas by President Trump's Department of Justice, a move he says fits into the greater context of the president's repeated demands that the Fed lower interest rates.
The threat of criminal charges is a consequence of the Federal Reserve setting interest rates based on our best assessment of what will serve the public, rather than following the preferences of the president.
Powell says the investigation is related to the $2.5 billion renovation costs on the Federal Reserve's building, a price tag Trump has taken issue with in recent weeks.
We're thinking about bringing a suit against Powell for incompetence. Because think of it, these aren't outstanding buildings. These are small buildings.
Trump is denying responsibility for the investigation, saying, quote, "I don't know anything about it, but he's certainly not very good at the Fed." When asked, the White House today defended the merits of a probe.
The president's made it quite clear is Jerome Powell is bad at his job. As for whether or not Jerome Powell is a criminal, that's an answer the Department of Justice is going to have to find out.
Congressional leadership is also weighing in.
If the investigation is warranted, then they have to play that out.
While a bipartisan group of lawmakers are calling it politically motivated.
Trump is trying to push out the chairman of the Federal Reserve Board and complete his corrupt takeover of America's central bank so that it serves his interests along with his billionaire friends.
Republican Senators Lisa Murkowski, Kevin Cramer, and Tom Tillis are breaking with the administration. Tillis writes, quote, "If there were any remaining doubt whether advisors within the Trump administration are actively pushing to end the independence of the Federal Reserve, there should now be none." Tillis is a member of the Senate Banking Committee and vows to oppose the confirmation of any nominee for the Fed as long as this case is pending. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
We're also hearing from Virginia Democratic Senator Tim Kaine, and he says, in part, Trump undermining Fed independence will have negative implications on America's financial stability and lead to higher borrowing costs and inflation for families across the country.